actually helpful for once. I'm not just a villager.
Yeah, you are just innocent. You don't want people to actually suffer from a video.
I don't want to be like the Beast Hunter.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new podcast with Felneus today. My first question, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Felneus and I play Werewolf online. Yeah.
And what are you eating?
Just some apples.
Okay.
I'm totally not skinning someone else. You didn't hear anything.
Yeah, okay. So the first thing I want to know, since you are, I'm going to actually separate this podcast in some parts, and we have a part about Town of Salem versus Werewolf Online. We have a part about role creation and just two other main parts. So we're gonna start about
I'm the perfect role creator, guys. Best role creator ever.
Yeah, you actually got two. You actually got two roles in the game. And do you think that the little boy is gonna make it as well or not?
Probably. I hope it's because when they released the when they released my other two roles, the Marksman and the Werewolf Berserker, it wasn't really how I intended it to be. So
yeah, that's true.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So the first thing I want to know about you as a player, what is your favorite mode and why do you play that mode?
Ranked, just ranked, okay.
Ranked?
Well, quick play is a bit fun if you just like to you just want to relax, play with noobs and stuff. I mean, it is pretty relaxing to see people raging at each other. Maybe that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it might be satisfying in some way, but
sandbox you're playing with probably people that are playing in groups most of the time.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, help zombies. Wow.
Yeah, and ranked is more competitive. Yeah, and then...
Well, I mean, ranked is still repetitive, but...
Yeah, that's true. It's also depending on with who you play. If you play over and over again with the same players, then it will be really repetitive. So...
I do like custom mode as well.
Yeah?
I used to play a lot of custom, actually. But then when they started, putting these, rewards into ranks, you know, gotta grind for them rewards, man.
Yeah, true. So...
Sorry, I'm just trying to steal an apple.
What role describes you the best, do you think?
I don't know. I don't want to say serial killer. I'm not going to say serial killer. I just want to say cursed instead, because on the outside I'm pretty innocent, but I can be very evil, when I get turned into a werewolf.
So, yeah, you actually want to say that you're evil, that you're an evil person.
No, I didn't say that. I'm actually a regular villager.
A regular villager, okay.
Yeah, I'm so useless, guys.
The useless guy. And do you like to work on the countryside? With a rake?
There is no such thing. I'm a perfectly relatable villager.
Or just a citizen?
Yeah, I'm always villager, guys. If you see me in game, I'm always village. Okay.
Okay, that's all right. People can now really anticipate on they can actually anticipate their tactics on you right now because they know you are villager.
Yes, totally, yes. You get what I mean, right?
Yes. So you're actually never suspicious anymore because you're just. Okay, yeah. Now we're going to the Town of Salem part. So the first one is, what are the main differences between Town of Salem and Werewolf Online?
Werewolf Online is very simple compared to Town of Salem. Town of Salem is very complex. It actually came from a complex game called what's it called, SC2, Starcraft 2, Mafia. It's kind of like that, but they changed up some things just to get it into the witch trials mood. I meant witch trials theme from back in 1692, where they kill people for being witches.
Yes, yeah, I know.
I don't need to go into that backstory, but Town of Salem is pretty complex. You get last wills and all that stuff, and then it's really hard to confirm your role.
So, why is that? Is actually my next question, because Werewolf Online is really simple, as you say, and Town of Salem is complex. But is this also actually a reason why you would prefer the one to another?
Actually, there is no reason. There is actually nothing to do with that. Town of Salem is one of those games that you play on PC, and Werewolf Online is just very good on mobile. Actually, Town of Salem, I have like trouble like trying to type very fast and like, you know, scrambling like information in my wheel before I die, so like everyone can see it. But like in Werewolf Online, they actually look it back at the chat log. Like Town of Salem, they have a chat log as well, but they don't use it as much. Like they usually read what you put when you die, rather than like what you've actually been saying. It's pretty weird.
So it's actually a really different game, we could say.
It's not very different.
But yeah.
I mean, if you can't play Town of Salem, play Werewolf Online.
Yeah.
It actually got overridden by bots the other day, so can't actually play it anymore.
But are there
without paying for it?
But are the rules and the modes and the competitiveness also really different, or just?
No. Competitive is almost the same as like Werewolf Online ranked. They're quite similar with the types of people that you'll encounter. I used to play a lot of all any. That's like if you it's like if you play Werewolf Online, it's compared to when you're playing custom mode and you put lots of random rolls. You put all random rolls. It's kind of like that, but you don't have like those like instant win conditions like from Headhunter or Fool, which is very nice. Which is why you can actually play all any in Town of Salem.
Yeah. In Werewolf Online,
you can't do that. It's just too unbalanced.
Yeah, I like it, but it's unbalanced indeed, and you can never know if someone is Seer or Headhunter. It's just, that's just impossible.
The fun of it, right? But
yeah, of course that's the fun. It's way easier actually to win as solo role in all random games than in a normal game.
Yeah, that's why I prefer playing as like town or like village in like an all any setup, because it's so much harder. But like it's satisfying when you like win.
Yeah, indeed.
Which is exactly
that's
the same
actually really hard.
Playing a solo when I'm playing a normal game.
So, then my last question about this is, what feature from Town of Salem would you like to see in Werewolf Online?
Not last wills. Do not put last wills in Werewolf Online. Just don't do it.
What's that? Can you explain it?
It's like in Town of Salem, there's this like mechanic where like you have like this like notepad that you can like put all your information, whatever, in it, and then when someone kills you, it gets displayed next to your name on the graveyard. It displays your like whatever you've been putting in there. It's pretty nice. So like in Werewolf Online, if it got implemented, you could like, oh yeah, 3, 9, 12, and 14 are suspicious because they haven't been checked. You just put it in your notepad, and then when you die, everyone can see it.
Yeah. Actually, that would make games really easy for the village, I think.
Like, you can't say anything anymore.
No,
you can
indeed.
only say it to the medium.
Yeah, the medium. Then you're depending on the medium. So that would definitely make things easier for the villagers, indeed. But
I'm not sure what else I'd add. I think lots of the mechanics from Town of Salem and Werewolf Online are a bit similar, I'd say.
But is there maybe a specific role from Town of Salem that you would like to see in Werewolf Online?
I don't know about that. I mean, there's like all these like really cool roles that do fit into Town of Salem but don't fit into Werewolf Online, if you get what I mean.
But can you explain why then? Because honestly, I've never played it.
Let's say like Pestilence, Horseman of the Apocalypse, for example. Like you have to like infect everybody, then you just start visiting. Like, actually, that's one of the mechanics that you can't really implement into Werewolf Online. That's visit. It's like in Town of Salem, there's this mechanic called visiting, where certain roles can like use their abilities, and it counts as like visiting the player that they're actually using the abilities on. Werewolf Online, it wouldn't make much sense because it's actually, I'm not sure what the programmers have to like do to like. If you get what I mean, like doing visiting, but I just don't think it's going to be as easy to implement it into Werewolf Online. Which is why I haven't been making.
Yeah, actually, at the moment we already have something that can actually visit in some way. The Red Lady. I don't know if that counts.
I'd say the Werewolf Berserk kind of implements that mechanic. So, like if the werewolves have been in a frenzy and they kill someone that's being protected, then the protector that's actually visited the guy that you tried to stop from dying, he actually gets the attack instead. Yeah,
that's true. But
I mean, it's kind of easy, I guess. I'm not really sure too much on the visiting mechanic.
Okay, so
I get those two things confused.
Yeah, it's kind of different because I have never played Town of Salem, so I don't have any reference for myself.
the first game that I played before going to Werewolf Online.
But actually, nowadays, do you play them both?
Yeah, I played them both. Yeah, I actually got introduced to Town of Salem when I was like, very young. Pretty nice.
But you actually have always been keep playing these games, right?
Yes. Well, ever since I've been playing Town of Salem, I actually haven't been introduced to like Mafia and all that. But I just been introduced. Like my friends just said like, try out this game, Town of Salem, and I tried it. I thought it was gonna be like some other like BS game that I can't like play properly, but like.
But then I want to know, because you kind of like these games apparently.
Oh yeah, of course. This is my favorite game genre. Did you not notice?
Yeah. But is it actually also a game that you like in real life with the cards, with card or board game?
Oh yeah, I've played it. I've only played it a few times though, so I'm not really as experienced with real life version. I've watched it. I've watched a lot of like real life plays, but like I haven't actually like played much.
I wonder how that would look like if you have high tactics like in Werewolf Online or Town of Salem, like
body language and all that.
Yeah, because I have played Werewolf game with my family and even with my class in the third grade or something.
You're lucky, bro. I don't get it.
Yeah, we actually did it when I was around 15 years old.
Cool. I'm only 2 years old. Nothing.
So then we actually played that, but yeah, in these cases, a lot of people, barely played the game before or didn't even play it yet, and then you don't have a lot of tactics.
I wonder how that was.
Yeah.
Playing quick game.
Yeah. They could actually all play quick game and see what happens. I wonder if I would be able to get a really straight wins as solo role if I were to play against only noobs.
Nah. Like,
it's not going to be a guaranteed win or something like that. That's not.
I think the chances of winning as a solo when playing in ranked is probably the same as playing solo in quick game, because I don't know, it kind of balances out. Like you have like werewolves revealing solo killers.
Yeah, that's true.
On one side, and then on the other side, you're just like, okay, these guys are good. So then that signals that these other guys are werewolf.
Yeah.
Solo. I mean, that's not all the games. Obviously, it's.
No, of course.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah, and every game is different.
If it wasn't like that, I wouldn't be playing ranked.
Yeah. So then we're going to the next section, and this is about role creation, because you're a really creative guy who created.
Yes, I'm a very creative guy, indeed.
Different roles. So in the past, you came up with a variety of roles, like the marksman and the wolf berserk.
Way more, but only 3 of them got in the game. Well, 2 of them got in the game. That's for probably. I'm just like looking at the future right now. Okay?
Yeah. So my question is, why do you think that the marksman and the wolf berserk got added in the game? Why did they make it in the game?
Well, actually no, I don't want to say that other thing, but marksman and werewolf berserk they got in a role. I went in a role tournament and I just like wanted to share my ideas, and the community that's what they decided on. They said, well, your role is very. Alright. I'm not gonna like. Okay, I'm very bad at chatting and like doing all that stuff, but actually I don't really know the reason.
So yeah, I always think like.
I don't want to reveal the reason.
Like the developers should have an idea of why they actually added the role, because it kind of has an impact,
You read my mind.
They probably have. So they have added it for some reason, but I just wonder why, because I could imagine a role. Yeah, I don't know, but there are.
I think they'll add like let's say one of their offline versions was like remade. Like why would you like if you really wanted to make a different game to like the original, why would you implement an idea from someone who got it from your original game?
Yes, true.
And also, why would you add a role that when like players are just like gonna like abuse it? Like let's just say, this is probably like an unreal like role, but like okay, let's kill 15 players per night. They're not gonna add that, are they?
No, of course not.
But that one's the extreme roles. There's like roles like that. They're not really as obvious extreme. but like you can like see through them, like how they that actually get implemented into the game. Like,
Yeah.
most roles I've been seeing from solo killers are usually like buffed or like nerfed versions of the serial killer.
Yeah, the Corruptor, for example.
One of the OG roles, you don't really want to make like a really bad copy of it, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, and otherwise it will not get in the game because it doesn't have a lot of change. I think it's also like
Actually, I was actually surprised the Corruptor got in the game. Actually, Corruptor was actually I didn't when I saw it on the roll tournament, I didn't actually really like it because I thought like people were just gonna like abuse it, like suicide or something, or like they could like.
Yeah, I haven't
like,
seen that yet
emoji or
actually.
something. I don't know.
I haven't seen that yet, but
Nah, I don't think people have stooped that low to go for to see the loopholes in the new roles.
yeah, I think it's also bannable in some way. Like they don't like loopholes, the Guardians, and nobody actually likes them.
Now that like every single role has like a loophole in it.
Yeah, that's sure.
To explore, like what loophole, what how can I like?
How can I cheat? In
like,
some way.
Like, in that like how to play as marksman video, you were right about like the hero effect. Like I like that's something that like flew over my head. Like people like I want to kill that guy. I already have him marked. I like
yeah.
I want to kill him.
That's actually something I see with a lot of roles, like the Avenger, also the Gunner in some way, the Witch, the Jailer. Like all these roles actually
like,
could have that hero effect.
To, like use your like ability on them. Like if the most effective way to kill them is by lynching, then lynch them.
Yes.
Like if you really need kills, then shoot someone random that could be suspicious, and then lynch the other guy. Like, come on, use your brain.
So yeah, I also wonder, what was your original idea with the Wolf Berserk? Because they changed it a little bit.
Oh, my original idea was like,
yeah,
like, you act. I think one of my teammates said that like it would be more beneficial for it to actually like for everyone to like know it was coming, so like it wouldn't be as strong when it like was silent. Like
yeah, currently it's really strong.
I'm not making any sense here, but like he said it would be too overpowered if it was silent. If you get what I mean.
Oh, that's what you said.
No, I didn't say that. No, I think one of my teammates said.
Oh
that.
yeah. So.
The original idea of my Werewolf Berserker was to counter one of these like the most overused tactic. What do you think the most overused tactic is in Werewolf Online? Concerning two roles.
Well, a doctor who is protecting a seer.
Something even more important than that. I think you see it in ranked all the time.
Yeah. The jailer protecting the gunner for sure.
Yep. Yeah, and that wasn't actually intended with the jailer. The jailer wasn't actually supposed to protect the jailer.
No, indeed.
But I mean, it would make sense. You can't really like get into like just break into prison. Like, I'm gonna kill this guy. But what the Werewolf Berserker does, it actually counters that tactic by like killing the protector.
The jailer.
Like it punishes people for basically doing the obvious.
Yeah.
The doctor protecting the seer, jailer protecting gunners. Like if once the werewolves see that, they can just go, all right, we're gonna get angry. We're actually going to kill them.
We are going in frenzy.
Yes, go into frenzy. You know.
And with the marksman, I believe you had another idea.
No, let's continue with the Werewolf Berserk.
Okay.
So actually, at the night, you actually have to decide like at the daytime if you want to use your frenzy for the following night or not. And the big flaw that I actually saw with that is, are people actually just gonna use it on the first day?
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
I mean, pacifist does. I mean, like some rules like pacifist, I mean, I guess it's more beneficial to use it on like the first day, but like you could kind of save it for like when they're actually like they really want to like hold on to like their like seer or something, and then there's only one protector left. Just want to get rid of it.
And yeah, I know that in the beginning, when the Wolf Berserk got added, it also gave the message to everybody that the Wolf Berserk activated the frenzy. But nowadays,
it doesn't. That was intended. The thing that wasn't intended they actually also kills the target that the werewolves decided to kill. So now it's just
double kill.
I swore to like stop that. I became the thing that I swore to destroy.
Yeah, nowadays it's actually really OP.
Lots of people made like these roll ideas where you could just like it's like these like ninja rolls where you can just like bypass protection. You can just like ignore the doctor. Like go for the seer. Like just ignore if the doctor's protecting them, nothing happens. The seer still dies. Right? Lots of people making that roll.
Yeah, there are some really obvious.
The intention of my one was kill the protector if he's protecting the guy that the werewolves are.
Actually, it's kind of a backstab.
The target isn't supposed to die.
It kind of gives me the feeling of a backstab.
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason why I didn't actually want the target to die is because that kind of like it breaks the laws of like how a protector is supposed to work. Like Doctor's ability is supposed to be protect this guy, but like if you still kill the guy anyway, what's the point? Like what's the point?
Yeah, indeed. It's actually it's just a double kill sometimes. Sometimes you even see a triple kill. And that makes it really strong as well.
Yeah.
And that definitely gives a different thing to the Wolf Berserk, because I think you intended it to be weaker than it currently is.
Yeah, but now it's pretty threatening. I think I've even scared a lot of people with it.
Yeah. So then for the marksman, as I asked earlier, I believe you had your first intention was actually to give the marksman infinite bullets, if I'm right.
Yes, that's right. I was gonna give him infinite bullets.
But actually
one of the developers, he just said, all right, let's just put 2 bullets on it.
That was.
I really wanted infinite bullets, so.
Yeah, because
his ability is kind of progressive. It's not like Gunner where you can just like use two shots. It's supposed to be a tactical role where you have to like. It's like Beast Hunter. It's a bit different from Beast Hunter. It's not Beast Hunter.
Yeah, but it's like you have to plan your kill really well, and then you can be really effective on the long term.
Yeah, you can't just use your ability. You have to plan ahead. You have to plan ahead, so then you can use your ability. If you get what I mean?
Yeah, and also when with your idea, I thought like, hey, this is actually a really cool new type of role. But
if they actually gave it more bullets, it would actually be a bit more powerful. It would be as powerful as the gunner. But
now it's actually just it's a weaker version of the gunner. Actually,
I'm actually fine with it if it's a regular villager. You know, if it's a regular villager, then lots of people can just say like even the arsonist. The arsonist can say, yeah, guys, I'm marksman. Let me
but at the moment they're not in rank yet.
All right, now I'm gonna kill him.
So then I want to know, because I think there are people who want to create roles, and you are actually a really good one with it. So
you really got to think about the roles that are in game first.
Yeah.
You start making your role.
So then,
is it similar to any of the other roles?
Yeah.
I've had some trouble with that as well.
But how do you actually?
In the end, it's gonna be like some like a nerfed bird, like my marksman. It's gonna be like
a nerfed gunner.
Like, oh, it's a nerfed gunner.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's very hard, but
how do you get inspired?
Inspired how?
Like to make roles. How do you get inspired?
It just comes out my head. I don't know if when I'm in the mood and
it just
comes out my head.
It just pops up.
Oh wow, this could be a really good role idea.
Oh yeah, I sometimes have that, but yeah, I'm not just as good as you to actually to see the disadvantages, the downsides.
You just gotta stick to your style, to be honest. Like if you don't think making roles is like your type, then no, don't try and like force yourself to make one. You know, if you get an idea, just share it.
Yeah, I've also got some ideas, but yeah. Sometimes I really feel like
criticize you for it, or for all of them.
Yeah. I actually have I came up with a few ideas, and you have criticized them, I think.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of hypocritical sometimes, so
yeah.
You might want to watch out for that.
So yeah, but it's still really useful to have to have feedback, I think, because that
feedback
makes
is very important, my friend.
Yeah, with role making, because you will need to make the role perfect in order to get in the game and yeah, if it wants to succeed, then you need it. It should fit really well at least. So then I want to know what's the process of making a role, because you come up with an idea.
You come up with a name. You come out with what team it's going to be on. So like you could make like a ninja role on the village team. He spies on the werewolves or something, which is, well, actually that's one of the bad role ideas I tend to avoid. So you give it a name, so it has to be appropriate. Usually it's like for Werewolf Online, it's like a village. So I kind of keep it to like a village theme.
Yeah, village theme,
and then you have to detect, like there's some mechanics in the game that you also have to consider, like the Auraseer, its ability is to check to see if someone's good, unknown, or evil. So you have to make your role good, unknown, or evil, so the Auraseer can actually work with that role as well. You also have to describe it in terms of what's actually going to be written on its in-game description, because like there's this like okay, I don't want to go into that, but there's just like a bunch of roles, and every one of them has like an in-game description, which gives you a little description on what the role actually does. So you got to figure out what it's supposed to say as well, so people can understand you, or understand the role. That's not really you in particular.
Because nobody actually know a lot. Yeah, I don't know how many people know you make roles, but
everyone who's viewing this, type in the comments if I'm talking too fast, because I have a problem with talking too fast.
Oh, for me it's all right. So
you might want to put your if you want to restart the video, go ahead, but like put it on like, I don't know, 0.75 or something, playing speed. Put it a bit lower if you think I'm talking too fast.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a really big thing, but yeah, you could do that. You could do that.
I'm actually helpful for once. I'm not just a villager.
Yeah, you are just innocent. You don't want people to actually suffer from a video.
I don't want to be like the Beast Hunter.
No, the Beast Hunter. Yeah, don't betray Beast Hunter.
Hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag. So then, I think I already asked this thing a little bit, this question, but do you have some tips for future role creators?
I don't actually have. If you're like me, then I think it'll just come to you. I think you won't get that if you're not really good at role creating. You probably won't get that.
Yeah, but
it will just come to you.
Is it important to have a team around you? Because now with the role contest, they always ask for a team.
No. Team's not important. It's all about your idea. To be honest, you do need people to criticize you about your role.
So it's actually
you can't just say, oh, I have the best role ever, and then
submit it and everyone hates it.
Anyone else about your role? Just give me random questions now.
Okay. I've got a random question.
Improvising here, bro.
Okay,
please.
so do you think that there should be a third type of lynch role? Because we have a fool. That's a really good role in my opinion.
In Salem, they have a few different alignments for neutral. They have neutral evil, which is like they try to disrupt the town. They have neutral benign, which is like they can side with whoever they want as they like fulfill their like win condition. And then there's just the other neutrals that neutral chaos. It's in the name. They just cause chaos. There should be another. In for Werewolf Online, I think a survivor type alignment, like wins with like. I think they should just call it neutral. Wins with like neutral roles, where like with survivor, for example, just survive until the end of the game. I mean that's pretty hard in itself, actually.
Yeah, actually, could be interesting. But then,
like one of those,
honestly, if you do that, I think it's also somewhat a serial killer without a knife, because you just have to. Yeah, you have to.
Isn't, bro. No, it isn't.
No.
It's so much easier. Survivor is so much easier than the serial. You do nothing, and you try and survive until the end of the game.
But if
can
you
win with anyone, you can win with village. You can choose werewolves, werewolf win.
oh
Whatever's quicker, whatever's your quickest way of winning. That's the survivor.
oh okay, well that's different. I thought it was a different team then, but yeah, it's
No,
just
it's on its own team. As long as it survives, it wins.
yeah, and it doesn't count as an aura. So yeah, if it's like
Not to die.
if the if it would be a normal werewolf wins, then it's over. And if if you're still alive, then
You
then
win, yeah.
then you
That's
win.
right. That's the survivor in Town of Salem, except it has like you can actually protect yourself from.
Well, it's actually quite. That's really unfortunate. I think that it's from Town of Salem, because then that means that Werewolf Online won't edit that easily. But I think
It's lots of mafia games I've actually come across will have like these like survivor roles when it's the most it's like Villager. In Town of Salem, it's being treated like a beast hunter. You'll get what I mean.
do you think that would fit in Werewolf Online then, survivor role?
I don't know. In Town of Salem and All Any, it's being treated like a beast hunter. Like you claim survivor, guys. I'm survivor, and then they'll just instantly kill you because
Because
serial killer's gonna claim survivor.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could imagine that.
I claim survivor, guys.
Yeah, easy claim, really easy claim. Yeah. So, what current role is the biggest flop in Werewolf Online? Zombie. So not president, but zombie.
Zombie.
And why is zombie such a bad role? I know I probably agree with you, but why
Everyone knows the reason. Everyone knows the reason. If you bite someone successfully on the first night, you bite someone else on the second night, and one person gets turned into a zombie, you've won automatically. Like there is like minimal chance for like anything else to win at that point. You've already won.
Do it actually also have these sect roles in Town of Salem?
No. Sect is balanced. All right, sect.
Yeah, no. It was not about Werewolf Online, but
it's much slower than zombie where you have to like, but that's more balanced.
yeah. I'm also okay with
I'd rather
sect.
get the waiting time for a balanced roll than a roll that just instantly wins as soon as like they bite like two people or something.
Yeah, then it's just over. Werewolf's also really hard game for the werewolf.
It is like a survivor in itself, pretty much.
Yeah,
Same with
because
arsonist is like a survivor, but you gotta like just pick the right targets.
yeah. And yeah, the better you choose your targets, the earlier you could end the game. Actually, that's with the arsonist.
The most important part of killing rolls is to use your killing ability wisely.
Yeah.
It's not about claiming your role. You can even win by being silent. Like you've won as arsonist by not saying anything. You've just proven it.
So,
Proven that the killing abilities are very important.
do you think that
Serial killer without his knife, it's not very effective.
something I wonder right now, because I mentioned it in one of my recent videos about the Beast Hunter claims. Would it be a good idea to make some of the current RVs have an unknown aura?
I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was thinking tough guy should be unknown because like if tough guy like hits SK gets checked as unknown.
Yeah.
Know the difference between tough guy and SK, and like let's make Avenger unknown so then like Fool can claim Avenger much easier now.
Yeah. Oh, I already win a lot of times when I claim Avenger as Fool, but then it would be only easier.
Well, people have been noticing that lately, and it's very obvious now that you're a fool if you claim Avenger.
Yeah, true. Actually, it's just something from the.
You want to die.
Yeah. That's also some. Haven't thought about that yet. Actually.
Claim like, oh guys, I have to use my normal werewolf defenses, so they actually think I'm a werewolf.
It's also really hard sometimes to.
Werewolf defense, I'm Doc.
Yeah.
I got shaman. It definitely works if there's no priest.
Yeah, if there's no priest, indeed, because otherwise you will just get watered and they see that you are not.
No. It also works if you're in the late game when there's like more werewolves and there's like two werewolves, like one killer, you, and there's like only 3 villagers left and they have to lynch.
Yeah, then you could.
Then you can just like exploit that. Yeah.
So, if there's another role except for the zombie that you have to remove from the game, what would it be?
question. I don't think I'd remove any of the roles at the moment, to be honest. Apart from zombie.
Yeah, but what if you have to choose
Actually,
one?
no, I need to get my 250 first before I get rid of the zombie. The honest truth.
Yeah, at least I think that the zombie should be removed from sandbox because.
Yeah, put it in custom.
Yeah, put it in custom indeed, because in custom it could be funny sometimes. Yeah, it's also quite annoying when you see a zombie.
I've made some pretty interesting role lists with a zombie as well. Actually, if you put lots of zombies and lots of cursed, like cursed is like a villager, but like if you don't put any
Yeah, you can't actually.
It just stays as a villager.
Yeah.
You can't convert it.
Indeed.
So he just stays as a villager. So you could do like a president cursed.
That's why I really hate the when you are cursed in when you are cursed in the in custom games. It's usually easy unless there is no werewolves and there is a sect or zombie, because then you're gonna lose. Then you will be out.
Sect versus zombie wins. What am I gonna say?
Yeah, well, I have done that once or twice, and at least I've done that once, and then I won with the sect, because the sect actually gets his. Yeah, I don't know, but I was the sect leader in that case, and it was only 8 players, so yeah, it could be a little bit different with 16 players, for example.
Wait, the zombie died first day.
No, there was only zombie and sect, and villagers.
And villagers. What? There was one sect leader. There was one zombie.
Yes.
Right. Yes,
and I won the game because I sected someone who was actually also. Yeah, the zombies also tried to bite them. But I think, if I'm correct, that the sect leader will get prioritized. I don't know if you can actually have.
Oh, I see. So then, like the guy goes into the sect, so then
then he can't go into the zombies.
I see.
Yes, that's actually what happened, and then I got bigger. Easily, and yeah, I had the advantage. But then you have to be really lucky. It's really, you have to be so lucky that you actually you and the zombie choose the same person to.
No one likes luck. Nobody likes it when it comes down.
No, indeed.
I think I've had like 50% of my ranked games is just luck, completely.
Yeah.
Like I could just go into a game and lose. I could just go into a game and win.
Yeah, you could just do nothing. Yeah. As long as there are people playing seriously, you can also just get carried.
Lots of people use that.
Yeah, that's actually what I call an XP farmer.
Carried. Those are the games I don't like. I like to be the one who's carrying people sometimes, but I also like to keep a low profile, so like people don't like start targeting me in future games.
Yes.
Very important part of ranked games. If you play a lot of ranked games, you don't want to make yourself a big target.
Indeed. So you should also sometimes be, just unsuspicious, not suspicious, and just maybe
and the other big flaw
even
of
noob.
Ranked, this is the other way to actually get really high, like really high on the leaderboard in ranked. You gotta have your own team, bro. You gotta have your own team.
How you mean, like?
If you don't have your own team, you are gonna have a really bad time.
Like your own team with players that you actually know from other games.
Yeah, players that you actually know. Like, if you make alliances with them, then you have a higher chance of actually winning. If you don't actually know your.
Yeah, that's actually kind of true, because in some situations you have to choose between sect or werewolves as villager, and if you are the I mean serial killer. Okay, well, serial killer or werewolves, and you know that villager is your friend, and he is fit, and he's thus villager, and he has to choose. Okay, werewolves win or the serial killer wins, and you are the serial killer, and you are friends with the villager, then they will just choose you because you are friends.
Actually, the weirdest thing is the more ethical choice is to actually let the werewolves win, so like more people win. But I always let the killer win because it's harder to win. Like.
Yeah, I do the same.
Counter Salem, it always happens. They give killer the win because it's harder to win.
Yeah, I also do that because, you can really make someone's day when you win as solo role.
Yeah, very, very. But yeah, in rank that's actually been exploited a little bit. This is one of the flaws of ranked is like how much skill you're actually gaining and losing. People actually think that if you, well, only some people. This is why this trick actually only works on some people. But for most people, they'll just like make their own decision from this. So they think werewolves. If you let the werewolves win, and like let's say we got one serial killer, one werewolf that isn't junior, and then just like a regular villager, and he has to choose: do you let serial killer win or do you let werewolf win?
Well, I would say
people are saying, oh, if you let werewolf win, you lose less points. Well, it does work on some people, not all people. So you have to like. It's very important to see if the villager is a fan of werewolves or a fan of serial killer. So if you get into that situation yourself, you know what words to say to the villagers so that they actually vote the other guy.
Yeah, definitely if the villager doesn't know who is who.
Or like if let's say the werewolf is actually a junior, you can actually like entice the villager to vote the other guy, thinking that he actually still has a chance, when he really has a really slim chance.
Yeah, kinda.
That's why I also hate the junior werewolf. They should really like, you know how shaman like when you're the last werewolf you can't shaman anyone anymore.
Indeed.
They really should put that on junior. They should really do that.
Why do you think that? Well, I don't know. It's like I would say they could do that, but then maybe give the junior another ability, or make them no, it would be a bad idea to make them able to
get rid of their avenge ability as soon as they're the last werewolf.
Yes.
I mean, in some situations it could work. Like like if it's like 5 people left, and then the serial killer has to kill the junior to have a chance of winning because they know who the last 2 people are. I mean, I guess it could work in that situation, but I think it does more damage for it to still have its ability as the last werewolf.
Yeah, and for the werewolves themselves, they don't need a junior with an ability, as if it's the last werewolf, because if the junior dies and he does use his ability, then the werewolves lose anyway. So yeah.
I don't care if it has like an impact on the game. The werewolves have lost already. They don't need like an extra ability that hurts the other teams.
Sometimes it's really sometimes it's just funny. I've experienced the game in which I was actually. I remember one of my videos. I think it's the video for the 333 subscribers, in which I had a game, and I was junior, and it was a villager and the arsonist, and the arsonist was about to burn me. So actually, for some reason, we lynched that villager, me and the arsonist, and then I took the arsonist. But
what were you again? You were junior.
Yeah, I was junior, yeah.
You were junior.
And I took the arsonist. And yeah, it didn't make sense because no one wins then. But yeah, it was still kind of funny.
Yeah, gotta make those games a tie when the other team has literally no chance of winning. Let's just make it a tie. You know?
Yeah.
That's how ties are born. It's all because of the junior werewolf and the avenger.
Also,
these 2 roles alone, they make ties.
Yeah, because they make ties indeed. Also, I wonder.
Actually, Sect Leader makes ties sometimes.
Would you?
I hate when that happens. Actually, that's only because of the Avenger and the Junior werewolf.
Yeah, that's also only because of these 2 roles indeed. I remember. Yeah, but do you think like a tie is always everyone loses points? But wouldn't it be better to have everyone get 0 points, like skill change?
That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. So, like,
because people
would actually try and go for the tie rather than win instead.
I would love to see that one day.
That would be interesting. Like just for like 1 rank season, let's just test.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but it would be interesting to see it indeed. Because
I mean, I've already had this like bug a few times where I gain nothing, or sometimes I just lose nothing.
Really? Oh, then you're lucky.
They should really put it with ties. I'd like to see how would that go.
So now it's something about a series that is actually based on a message that you sent me, actually a document.
Yes,
the How to Improve Rank series, and
you want to link that in the description just so other people can see it?
Yeah, I could link the document in the description. But how would you actually improve ranked nowadays? Definitely nowadays, because they changed a lot. And do you think that the current
They've
changes are
actually
good?
made it a bit better, to be honest.
They made it better?
They really need to add, like, you know how Quick Game has that rotation. They should really add that into ranked.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
agree
just keep
because
people playing Seer, playing Detective, like there lots of people are getting used to playing Detective. They like to like fake Detective. They like to like fake Aura. They like to like use Aura Detective strategies.
yeah, it's
Over and over
also
again. They like to jail Gunner over and over again.
it's always the same strategies, and sometimes actually
Sometimes
I
you
always
gotta
say
mix it up.
I always say that
That's what they did the random rolls. But the random rolls kind of the random rolls itself, they're still limited.
yeah, indeed 13 only actually, and you could actually just count that. Yeah, you could count the amount of possibilities with random rolls.
It's not gonna be long now before a Werewolf Online YouTuber just does like an in-depth analysis of the ranked roll list.
Yeah.
they really need to like change it. Like instead of like a doctor, they could like put a bodyguard or something, or like instead of a priest, they could put a beast hunter. You know.
Yeah, I would definitely remove the priest because it's one of these easily revealable roles, and I see a lot of potential actually for another role. I don't know what role, but there are so many roles that could be really
like
cool.
A win or lose role. You either die and lose, or you win and get confirmed.
I'd even say just add another team maybe in ranked, and I think that like okay, second killer would not be a good idea, and a converter would definitely not be a good idea.
No, don't put converters in rank.
But like maybe the cursed or the cupid or something. I would love to see that someday.
Cursed would be interesting. Lots of people have been asking for 5 werewolves or 6 werewolves because they can't win as werewolf.
Yeah,
Let me
but
tell you something. War werewolves is balanced. Even the developers themselves have like they've seen the statistics. They know that the most balanced setup is 10 villagers, 4 werewolf, and 2 solo rules.
yes, but a curse would be interesting.
Well, yeah, you always encounter the curse in quick game.
Yeah. And I think in curse in quick game, I mean, the curse is not a really popular role. I often see the curse.
Cursed in quick game anyway. That's like cursed really empowers up the werewolves by a significant amount.
Yeah, and top of that,
why would you put it in quick game?
on top of that, I think it's also kind of a role that changes a lot in the game, and I don't want to say that people in quick game are not smart or something like that.
Well,
but they
there are
have
people in quick
sometimes.
game that are smart. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're not non-existent.
No,
there
indeed.
Are smart people in there. Please.
That's for sure. But I think
I
like
still have hope in humanity. I still have hope in humanity.
wow. Well, I certainly do. But I think that the cursed. I see a lot of people in quick game suicide as cursed. Like that is seriously something I see, or people abuse it in some way.
The only reason that I would suicide is if I had to go somewhere. Or
Yeah, same.
if I really had to go, that's when I'd. But if I could like tempt myself not to press that X button, then I would be really nice. Actually,
Yes.
I haven't got much. So if you check my profile, I haven't actually got much suicides. They've all been like. Actually, I play on my laptop as well, but it's very bad, so I kind of crash a lot.
Why would you play on laptop?
I don't know if I really can't play on my phone, I'll play on my laptop. Why?
Well, I could imagine that that you can type. Maybe you can type faster. Oh no, well, there's actually a limit, but yeah, still.
You ever heard of BlueStacks, my friend?
No. Is that a Google?
It's an Android emulator.
Yeah, it's an emulator. Yeah. In that way, actually, I could be able to do streams if I would emulate it on my laptop.
Oh, streams.
Werewolf Online streams, but yeah.
Salem, they have quite a bit of streams before. I used to join some of them streams.
Yeah, but streams.
It's a very bad idea to stream Werewolf Online.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Any Mafia Werewolf related game, do not stream it.
Yeah, also
unless you have some sort of like covering thingy.
Yeah, I've also seen.
It's so hard to cover it because you have to like there's like for like werewolves they have a night chat. You have to like cover the night chat or like.
You have to.
You can't actually because every role has a different ability. You can't just cover it up. It's so obvious.
Indeed, and you have to actually. You also have to cover up the pause because otherwise everyone can see the whole team just looking at the.
There are some They will look at your stream, then they will play with you.
Yeah, sure.
And expose you.
Yeah.
If they want to.
And then it's also really hard to actually say who is actually responsible, because okay, the streamer does it, but the player is the one who actually exposes the whole team, and he's actually the cheater. So yeah, you can also no one is actually. It's like no one, but also everyone is responsible then.
Well, it's the streamer's fault in the first place for streaming it.
Yeah, but no one has actually ever said that it's reportable to stream Werewolf Online. That's also something.
They should really make it reportable. Well, I mean, if you're playing custom games, that's alright. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, custom games.
If you're like playing ranked or something, I think it's a bit dangerous.
Yes. Actually, I've seen.
I don't think Werewolf Online has this like queue thing. There's a different thing with Town of Salem, where if you join a ranked queue, you have to like wait. There's like you come in batches, kind of. You don't see what players are actually going to be in your game.
So yeah, that's actually
unless you make yourself obvious that you're going to be in that game.
Yeah. Okay. That could also be interesting, but yeah, I think.
And also, there's this mechanic in Town of Salem where if you join the game, you can. It lets you. So there's a different thing with names in game and your username. There's a thing that you use for your username, and then like when you join a game, you can change you can like make a name for yourself just for that game. If you get what I mean.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be interesting for Werewolf Online as well. Definitely ranked. But yeah, people.
I'm a very big user of that. I always like to change my name, so I don't get like a reputation.
Well, actually, I don't change my name because I know that someone. If
it's not a very effective strategy if people can still see your profile.
Yeah, but still, for me,
I don't want to keep changing my avatars. I don't want to keep looking different. Like,
too
much effort.
For me, it's also if I do that and someone notices it, they will change their name to mine. And then I won't get it back. So yeah, that's.
I have that fear as well. I have that fear, but it hasn't happened to me yet. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, but I think that it will happen when I get it. When I do it, it will happen.
If they actually try and like recreate my name, I've got a few ways of like making myself obvious as well, even without my like original tags.
Yeah. So. Now I want to go back to the questions I actually had.
Stop giving me like questions that you've been preparing. Just give me questions about like, just questions about me, questions about Werewolf Online, questions about me about Werewolf.
Well, actually, it also kind of is about you and Werewolf Online. But anyways, I would like to hear what do you think about a chaos mode with 24 players?
Terrible idea.
Why?
I think 16 players is probably. If you want to do chaos mode, do it in like there's like lots of mafia websites where you could like do that. But like for Werewolf Online, I mean you could implement it into custom mode. I think that would be pretty.
Yeah, for custom games it would be interesting.
I think you could probably test it out in custom or a sandbox 24 player game.
Yeah, and you could also just.
But if you think about Werewolf Online, you know how Werewolf Online has this like it's like 4x4, like everyone's like in like a square.
Yeah.
It's like you choose between one and six. So it has to be a square number. So you can't really do 24 players.
Yeah, then it's gonna be 6x4 in some way.
25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, 25.
36. It has to be a square number.
True. Although a mobile phone is actually not really square,
they
but
could try and change it. I really like the format of like 16 players. Like you can actually see their avatars like in the window like 16 players. I like how it is arranged right now. It's very comfortable to my eyes.
Yeah, but that's also just a matter of getting used to it, I think. Like if Werewolf Online would always have been 25, then you would have been used to that.
Well, let's get a bit off topic here. But when I first played Werewolf Online, I wasn't really used to it. I really shouldn't have gone into quick game first. So I had no idea what was going on. So I just kind of left the game for a bit. And then when Town of Salem got a bit, boring, I just went back to the App Store. Let's play some Werewolf Online again.
And then you
And
actually got
eventually
it.
going into ranked, I saw lots of these like cool players that I kept meeting for some reason.
Yeah, definitely in the early days, because I think there were not a lot of people back then.
Yeah. So most veterans right now, they're like, oh, I don't want to play this game because there's lots of noobs. But me as a player, I don't care who I'm playing against. Like, I will try and win. I will try and lie my way out if I'm bad.
And you will help. Yeah, what actually...
Yeah, guys, I always tell the truth whenever I find a solo. Or I will always tell the truth when I'm.
So also,
when I say freeze a serial killer, freeze a serial killer.
wanna know what kind of thing, because I think that Werewolf Online is also are two games within one game. Actually, it's on the one hand, it's like being village and trying to actually investigate and find and eliminate players, and on the other hand, it's werewolves and solo killer, more like acting. What is actually your preference?
I don't have a preference. I know everyone else's preference is being the village and investigating who's the. Sorry about that. I had to put someone in.
So.
Yeah, so I actually don't have a preference. If the game puts me in the werewolf team, then I will play it. I'm not gonna suicide. I'm not.
No, me neither. But
I mean, yeah, if you suicide, basically your whole team loses anyway. So.
Yeah, that is really true. And in some games, even more people start suiciding when you suicide.
Oh yeah, have you had a game before when like one person suicides, then the other person suicides, then the other person then the other person.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's a really bad bad one.
It's stupid.
Then you got really bad balances often.
That's another flaw of ranked. Actually, you've come onto that. It actually matters. Because you know how like you can start with 16 players, you can also start with 12 players.
Yes.
They've already have like this like implemented this feature where like you can start early, but everyone has to agree to that. But there's some people that like you know how like people go into groups. They like to be in groups, so like they have like an easiest chance of winning because they feel comfortable with people that they're actually playing because they're playing the same people. They like to do the same people. So you can actually they will leave. Like if they don't see their friends in the game, they will leave, and you'll just be stuck in this 14-player game.
Yeah, that happens a lot, and then the balance.
Because the gunner dies.
Yeah, and then the balance is.
And then you've just lost the game. Like,
yeah.
Like I've had a -40 because, like, let's say let's just play a normal game. Let's just play a ranked game. Okay, 2 people leave already. All right, I got I got Horus here. Okay, full SK. How bad could it get? Oh, medium died, gunner died. And then someone instantly says I'm evil. Like,
yeah, and then
how am I supposed to win the game now?
Yeah, actually, then you rely on the RFVs and the jailer probably.
No, you're screwed. Well, at that point you're screwed.
Yeah.
They're just gonna cause chaos and it's all over.
Yeah, then village will completely fade away.
So that's with the 14th and 15th, 16th position, they're actually the most important positions. You either have to figure out some way of always making it a 16-player game, which is what they're testing it right now in the countdown. So this was actually one of my suggestions. So if you have a suggestion, please feel free to report it into the Werewolf Online Discord, because your feedback can be very important sometimes. They do actually listen.
That's nice to hear. Sometimes I don't have the idea that they listen, but yeah.
Well, one of my ideas was like in Town of Salem, they have this like countdown where like when the game's about to start, the game counts down, and if somebody leaves the game, then the countdown is automatically stopped. So
yeah, that happens in Sandbox right now, and you just told that
you. If it got implemented into ranked, that you wouldn't have people leaving the game straight away.
Indeed, and sometimes I don't know if people do that, but maybe sometimes there are people like, let's just let's just waste this game. Let's just leave and let them play with 15 or 14 players.
They're very rare to find.
I don't think it happens a lot because then you have to be. Then you have really bad intentions actually. Then you just leave because of ruining game.
You can still report someone on their account even if they're not in game. So
yeah, it's true.
Just another handy tip there.
So now I wonder, if you had the power and the tools, like tools as in you know how the coding goes, what would you add or change in Werewolf Online?
You know, they really need. I would really just add some more game modes. I need to think some. I would really try to be thinking of some more game modes.
But what kind of game
modes? You've only got
modes?
quick game. You've only got ranked, custom, sandbox. It's just. It's kind of like if you don't like any of them, that you're just gonna like leave the game.
Yeah. It's in my opinion, it's currently like okay, quick game, sandbox, ranked, actually all kind of the same, but just different people, different strategies, different roles, and yeah, different intentions. Like quick game or sandbox is more like ranked players are definitely different in just the way of they really are competitive, and in the other modes it's sometimes also really competitive, but sometimes it's less competitive than ranked. But only custom game is really different. Like there you get really different things. But what kind of mode would you like to see then? Because it's kind of hard to come up with a different mode.
Another contest.
Yeah.
See what other people think.
I would say I've thought about 2 modes, and one of them is the Gales mode indeed, with 24 or 25 players, just to see what is gonna happen if there are a lot of players who are all going to chat maybe, and it will require different skills. You know, you have to read really well and fast, especially, and I think it will completely change mindsets. But I don't know if it's realistic. And the other thing is that I actually want to see something like Euro your team, but then with little changes, because otherwise it's going to be abused for sure. But yeah, I didn't never come up with other modes, but maybe you did.
Yeah, maybe. I can't remember any of the game. I think one of them was like I really wanted to like because at the moment like Philip only like to like changes the background every like season. So like winter he changed it to like a snow mode. But I kind of want it so like you can like edit that as well, like what you see in the background. That would be pretty cool to add.
Yeah, just an extra thing. Maybe to buy as well with gold, because sometimes I feel like what to do.
Good ideas was like there's like special like conditions, like I don't know, like if there's like a secting game, I don't know, make him sect 2 people per night instead or something, or like basically like an extra condition, like a random extra condition in the game that just like makes it just.
That could be interesting. That could be interesting.
That could be interesting for ranked as well. Like
I've never thought about that.
Condition.
Yeah, because
like if the werewolves like find the doctor, like he dies instantly or something. Like the wolf.
yeah, just if the wolf seer finds the doctor and die, he just suicides. As if he had a really big mystery, and then he thinks like, "Oh no, I don't want to be exposed." Bye. just like that. And yeah, it's really hard to come up with these ideas.
You said there were 2. There was said Werewolf Online is like 2 games. Playing as the village investigating, or playing as Werewolf Online.
Yes.
There's also this third game. It's called How to Make Your Avatar Look Really Nice.
Yeah, maybe they should do it at the end. They should.
That's the thing you actually have to pay for. You actually have to pay for looking good.
Yeah, but actually,
you get targeted for looking good.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that?
I don't know. It's really. Maybe they could do something like I saw a suggestion that was the thing with karma actually, so that I don't know, that was in the vote channel I think, and then one of the developers asked if it's a good idea to add the karma system, so then at the end of the game everyone gives another player karma, and the player with the most karma gets something.
Yeah.
So that you can
I
actually
know this one,
just
so that's pretty nice.
yeah, so that you can actually I don't know, support
Yeah, I gave it
or
a thumbs up.
yeah, give it a thumbs up. But maybe they could do that with avatars as well. That would be so weird.
Yeah,
Really
I know. I'm the type of
opinion
person that would
based.
dress myself as like a serial killer or an arson.
Yeah.
Some random person, you're arson.
Yes.
I think I'm actually arsonist, so I just.
Then you should definitely do that if you're full.
Well, I mean, I have the worst luck. Like, if I'm full, like, there's lots of people that have like you would understand, like, if you've been playing for a long time. Like when I'm werewolf, the village have like 200 IQ. And then when I'm village,
Then the village has 0 IQ. Yes. Or the werewolves are really pro.
even less than that, even less than 0 IQ.
Less than 0, negative IQ.
And then when they actually have 200 IQ, I have 0 IQ. I just make some.
Oh yeah,
dumb
sometimes.
mistake.
Yeah.
I just make some dumb mistake, and then like
Everyone gets mad
I
at
just
you.
mess up the game.
Yeah.
And I don't want to suicide. Like, that's the most, like, some people just get embarrassed. The jailer, he kills Gunner for some reason, and he commits suicide.
Yeah, that's
Like,
something I also
you
see.
jailer, I don't care if you killed Gunner, don't suicide.
Yeah. Yeah, really. Actually, it's only a way to attract even more hate.
I mean, that's a good strategy as werewolf. just make them look like an idiot. Just
Do you think
embarrass them enough to suicide.
it would be a good idea actually to have a maximum amount of percentage actually that you could with the suicide rate that you could actually enter rank, so that you cannot have more than 30% suicide rate in order
Yeah,
to
I mean, yeah, that's a good idea. You shouldn't be playing ranked if you keep like leaving the game.
yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
Maybe you could suggest it.
Well, I hope the developers are. I hope the developers are watching this video as well. You can kind of see our.
Honestly, I don't think so, but yeah. I also asked the developers to actually if they would love to join a podcast, but they have ignored me, sadly.
Rejected again.
Yeah, rejected again, indeed.
Sniff. So I kind of want to ask how you came up with the Picking Up Girls series in
Oh, you want to know that?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it started in February, I think. February. My English pronunciation is really bad, but
My English is even worse.
yeah, but
English.
yeah. Well, I think it started then, when actually a real life friend came to me, and he was really obsessed with girls. And then he asked me. I invited him to Werewolf Online, but he's never played actually. And then he asked me if I could do a video with that, and then he joined as well. And I think Tyler and Anjani joined as well. You know them both.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, we actually started. It was a really fun time. And then recently I came back with the idea. Sometimes I just watch old videos on my channel for nostalgia, you know. And then I saw that video.
Arsonist first. That was very nice.
Yes. And then I saw that video of how to pick up.
So
Yeah, Tyler. That was Tyler moment.
I'm arsonist.
But then I saw that how to pick up girls video, and then I thought, hey, this could be interesting with the new people. And I also made kind of a contest.
Oh, you actually invited guests. You literally. So they weren't actually just people that randomly joined your game. Right?
No, it was random. It was random, but I thought, hey, this is interesting. So actually, I asked some people in the Hypo Hood if they wanted to join and if they wanted to try that and see who actually is the most successful and who has the best ways And then we actually
Been
came
like
up with
the,
that.
online dating experiment. Werewolf Online.
Yes. Actually, we intended to make one video, but then I came to know that it was 60 minutes long, so I thought like, okay, I'm not gonna do that in one video. I can easily make 2 videos out of that. So that's actually why it was 2 videos.
I'm actually wondering if you can get reported for that. Very curious.
Yeah, in this case, some of the games were really bad because of that. Because we actually focused on something else than the game. And so, seriously, was one game in which there was a girl who was really embarrassed by us.
I know there's going to be like one person in the comments saying that's game throwing for not concentrating on the game.
Oh yeah, that was definitely someone actually reacted on Slaughterforce comment like, hey, this is game throwing. And then they had a conversation that was quite funny, but yeah, also quite annoying for Slaughterforce to say that. But yeah, that actually in that game, someone just suicided because like, okay, this is not on topic anymore. I'm going to leave.
Wow, this is perfect Werewolf Online strategy for Werewolf.
Yes, actually it was, and we actually managed to win a lot because
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
the one where you literally said OMG. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I also used an exclamation.
Go back to number 41 and watch that video.
Yes,
So weird. OMG, OMG.
Oh yeah, the OMG one. Yeah. Yeah, it was a really old ranked video. Well, not really old.
That was in ranked.
Yeah, but there was also an off-topic strategy actually. I don't know. Someone actually started to say OMG in the chat, and I just followed and I carried. Yeah, I just repeated saying OMG, so that we actually got a trend, and everyone was just keeping saying OMG, and there are only a few villagers who were actually focusing on the game, and that's actually how we won.
Yeah. I can't do that strategy anymore. It never works when I do it.
Yeah, but you have to be really lucky with the players. Like
you do, yeah.
Yeah, both your team has to support it.
And
like
if you're playing against a group, they usually like to talk about their own stuff as well. So
yeah, indeed.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Groups
And then
usually come in clans. Clans usually have like groups, and then they
yeah. But yeah, that's also something I often say. You could go off topic in Werewolf Online in order to get people remove their attention span to the game and talk about something else. They will just less focus on the game, and that might help you out if you're a werewolf or solo role. Although a solo role is really risky because
solo role is very if they find out that you like once they start being serious, you're
you have to get everyone on your side.
Werewolf, you got other werewolves.
Yeah, you got other werewolves.
You die as a werewolf, you got other people on your team.
Yeah, and on top of that, you can actually easily it's also easier to start that thing. Like if you're a serial killer and the werewolves don't want to do this, then and no one actually wants to join you, then you are going to be fool or serial killer. Everyone will declare you as fool or serial killer, but then likely fool, and they will shoot you. So yeah, it's definitely recommended to do as werewolf, but not as solo role.
Yeah.
Maybe it could work as headhunter. Not sure, but
yeah. Just focus your attention on your target.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. That's another flaw in ranked. People just saying I'm headhunter on the first day. I mean, it's a legit strategy. You can
but it's actually an 11 villager then.
Yeah, you can turn into a villager.
Yeah.
I only do that like if I know I'm actually going to win like that, because it's not going to work all the time. Some people are just too full of themselves. They're like, headhunter doesn't deserve to win. Headhunter doesn't deserve to win because like.
Yeah, you actually have to do that fast or not. Do you think that a nightmare werewolf would be cool in ranked?
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to add the new roles eventually into ranked. Like, just do it already.
Yeah, the nightmare werewolf is a really good role in my opinion.
Let's add the marksman into rank. Let's add the werewolf berserker. Let's add the nightmare werewolf. Make it different.
Yeah, like the red lady, I don't know, it's not that good. Like if they changed something with that, then it could be a good role. Spirit Seer, I don't feel it yet. and Corruptor would be a bad idea for ranked, I think. But yeah, the Marksman, the Wolf Berserk, and definitely the Nightmare Werewolf, that would be perfect things for ranked.
So I got a question about you. Why wouldn't you add the Corruptor into ranked?
Why I would or why I wouldn't?
Why you wouldn't want to add Corruptor? Or why you would if you really want to put Corruptor into ranked?
It's hard because I don't know. Usually I said that the Corruptor is an easy role, but honestly it's not, because
How much times have you
if you kill someone,
how much times have you won as Corruptor?
I haven't played as Corruptor yet. That's the whole thing.
How can you say it's easy if you haven't played it yet?
Yeah,
It's not easy. I've lost quite a bit as Corruptor.
Yeah, it might be really difficult.
Actually, I think the reasons why people lose as Corruptor is like the village start getting pretty desperate.
Yeah, if they don't kill the Corruptor in time, indeed.
Why I lose as a solo role, the village just starts getting desperate. They just start random lynching. I mean, that's what they got to do sometimes.
Yes. And then it's the perfect time for the fool to stand up.
Fool enters the chat.
Yeah. Randoming.
Well, actually, that's only in ranked. In quick play, you could just literally say, "Oh yeah, werewolf." Then they just all vote you.
Yeah, sometimes it's really obvious though. I think it doesn't.
Or some guy says, "I'm fool," and then everyone votes him anyway. He's not fool. Why would a fool claim fool?
Yeah, yes, indeed. But that's the reverse psychology.
I like how no one knows Gunner exists whenever that happens.
Yeah, I wonder.
Or they think the Gunner's used up all their bullets, and they just like, "Oh no, Gunner's used up all his bullets. We have to lynch him."
What would happen?
Like even though there's like a jailer still with a bullet. Oh yeah, let's just kill. Let's just start lynching people.
I wonder what would happen if we could somehow get 2 Cupids in the game. Like, with the mechanics, it's not possible.
To the people who have Coven mode in Town of Salem, you probably would have heard of Lovers mode, where literally everyone in the game has their own lover.
Really?
Yeah. And then when one of the teams reaches their win condition, if let's say all lovers are alive, then the lovers will win. So like there's like, I think half the game. I think it's like if there's a 16-player game, there's going to be like 4 couples, and if all the couples survive until the end, then the game will just automatically end, and everyone who's in the couple like wins the game. It's pretty interesting for the people that don't have a lover.
Yeah, that could be interesting indeed.
So rather than making it like a role, you could just make it into a game mode. But
yeah, it's also kind of things like sects
so
and different teams.
I think I'll just keep the Cupid as it is, like just one Cupid.
Yeah, but 2.
It could get a little messy with.
If you had 2 Cupids, and then you would either get sometimes you just get 2 separate couples, 2 separate Cupids, and then I think it would be okay. Then it would be okay.
Limited it to 1 because they knew it would probably break the game if you put.
Yeah, it would definitely be weird if someone is coupled twice. Then.
Oh, would you like to?
Then.
Oh no way! If one of the lovers dies, then he dies, and then his other.
Yeah. That's how.
It's so weird.
But also, yeah, that would be really weird. Triple kill. Actually, it's a triple kill then. Okay. Or if the Cupid, if Cupid A couples person B and C, and if Cupid D person couples then the other Cupid with another person, or even with one of the lovers. So like A and B are Cupid, then A would couple C and D, and B would couple A and C. It might sound a bit weird because it's kind of weird construction, but
would it be possible for that would be possible for a Cupid to pair another Cupid?
Yes. Or you
what would a game with like literally like half the game is Cupids, and then like there's like I don't know,
everyone connected,
5 villagers and like 3 werewolves or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, that will be interesting, but unfortunately not possible.
No, that's probably just gonna be like an Avenger game, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll just put.
Avenger Junior game, yeah.
Funny thing is, like, if you put fit like 15 Avengers and like there's like some weird crazy setups. There's like weird crazy setups where like it's actually possible to like exploit a strategy. Yeah. So what's your opinion of like if there could be multiple Cupids? Then you've heard my opinion.
Well, I think it would be interesting for another mode. I also think, like, what if you just don't have Cupids, but just 8 couples in a game?
Well, yeah, that's what they did in Town of Salem.
Yeah.
They also have the opposite Cupid. Like, what's the opposite of lovers? Well,
Hate.
the opposite of love is that you want to kill each other, right?
Yeah, so...
You get paired with someone that wants to kill you to win.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's like a headhunter fool only.
I've seen some rivalries in ranked. Oh, that would be so interesting just to see 2 people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that would be so funny.
Yeah. They would not play for them. They would just... But no one is actually going to vote them.
Sometimes it's just funny to like... Because I'm a smart guy. I never get myself involved in like this sort of stuff. I always try to avoid it.
Yeah, same.
But like seeing 2 people fight, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Even in real life, they do that all the time in real life.
Yeah.
But like in Werewolf Online, it's always good to get into that situation. Especially as a werewolf. Got a shaman one of them.
Yeah, definitely. Because these people are also likely to be checked. Definitely if one of the haters is no, not the shaman. If they're both villagers, but one is aura and the other is
Aura.
something like aura, and you would just enchant them. You have 2 shaman and you would just enchant them both.
Yeah,
then just get a
and then one of them dies.
Yeah. And then the other one dies as well. Yeah, that would be kind of funny.
I had this perfect game the other day with 3 auras. So how it went was like this. They all 3 of them they claimed aura. I claimed aura, and then I was shaman. So I shamaned one of them. One of them checked the other guy.
Oh wow!
And one of the other guys got shot, and then I said the guy that said the other guy was good, and then they still didn't listen to me. So they lynched the other guy, and I said, "I told you guys, I told you he was good."
Wow.
It was just a matter of time before I shamaned the last aura, and you got compared with the doctor. So.
Oh yeah. That should have been
so
good. I have had that once with 3 auras, but that was a chanceless game because all auras, I don't know, they got werewolves really fast. So all the werewolves were exposed on day 2, I think.
Yeah,
so
that's very possible.
That was a very bad game.
It's very unlucky actually. It's not.
Yeah.
The chances of that happening.
Yeah, but 3 auras, yeah, it's still possible, you know. And also, no one else actually claimed an RRV, so then the auras are trusted easier and earlier.
Well, yeah, if you claim RV, you're instantly dead as well. You don't claim RV, you're dead. You claim RV, you're dead.
Yeah, indeed. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this podcast with Sir Felneus. If so, leave a like and subscribe. Join the Hyperhood Discord server. Links in the description. And, of course, follow me on Instagram. hypostein99.
Follow Sir Felneus on Instagram as well.
Yeah, follow Sir Felneus.
Make sure to like my first post. I really want that badge.
Same. But I don't have a lot of likes yet.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah, that's alright. So yeah, I will see you later, and don't be a traitor. Goodbye.
I'm a traitor.